Hello Hilda, this is Dave. I'm doing this little tutorial to help you uh, get those photos from the thumb drive provided by Ketterly, the funeral home, up to my Dropbox file, which is a cloud system that allows you to transfer large quantities of photos. The two things to remember is how to change your window size. Very easy. We'll go over that first. The second thing is the email that I sent you will give you a link to the Dropbox file by virtue of your email address will give you permission to open that up as a folder in Window 2 on your computer. So the first thing when you go to your thumb drive, let's put that aside for a moment. To change the size of the screen, or the pane as they call it, a Windows pane, look at my yellow cursor up here. Click on the middle box and that should shrink it down to some predetermined size. Your size might be a little smaller, but the easy thing to do is to resize it by taking your cursor, going up here, and you see where the arrow changes to opposing arrows. Grab that, click and hold your left mouse button, and then just drag it to any size that you want. And you notice right away it shrinks the pane down. And by clicking, as long as you've got the double yellow arrow there, you can make that box as big or as small as you want. Release that, go over and put the arrow at the top, click and hold the left mouse button, and you can drag that whole box, newly resized, anywhere on your computer screen. All right, the first thing we're going to do is find where that thumb drive is plugged in on your computer. Here I've got one plugged into the E drive, and all I need to do is double click on E, and you see these are the contents of the thumb drive I have on my computer. Now, click on that Dropbox link and you should have something that looks like this window here. Do you see, this is the window or the small pane for the thumb drive over here. This is the pane for the Dropbox website. And again, you can size it any way you wish. If you want to put them side by side to make it easier, that's fine. Just remember that anytime you have an overlap, it's going to appear. I have to call that back up here. There, I had to bring that down. Sorry about that. I inadvertently closed it. Yeah, I make mistakes all the time on these things. So when you get onto the Dropbox link that I sent you, you'll see something that looks like this. Sparty Brown is the name of that Dropbox. And scroll through the list and you'll see one that's labeled Mircha. Double click on Mircha and that will put you into the contents of the file box. And again, you can size this any way you see fit to make it more comfortable for your viewing. You see I've got one photo in here already that's called DSB. If you were to open that file up, it's simply a portrait taken of me some years ago, a humorous portrait. All you should need to do is to go over and click the folder file that has all of those Mircha pictures from the funeral home and simply click and hold with the left mouse, click and hold with the left button on the mouse and drag it over to the Dropbox file. And you see this, it's uploading the contents of that subfolder automatically. That's presuming, of course, that they put a folder on that thumb drive. Otherwise, what you're going to have to do is to, all right, it's just about done, double click on the contents of that folder. Do you see all of the files there? You can select them if you have to. Again, I'm hopeful that the folder should transfer in its entirety if it is in a folder on the thumb drive. Otherwise, you can go over, click and hold Control, CTRL on your keyboard, and then drag down the cursor, and when all of the individual files are highlighted in blue, you can then click and drag the contents by clicking and hold Control, Control, push the left mouse button down, and you see how it grabs all of the photos and drags them over there. And again, it's uploading as a batch. But if all of the files are on a folder on the thumb drive, all you need to do is click and hold the folder icon and drag it over into the Dropbox folder, and it will automatically upload it to the Dropbox, and I can get all of the images on that thumb drive in their entirety. So that's it, and as you can see, it's building and taking all of those images. All 28 were clicked and dragged over, and we're done. Just close the folders, and that's it. So that's the quick tutorial. I'm hoping that helps. Thanks so much.